We'll look at the highlights, including a lot from the Georgia defense. And it got started early for this Georgia defense. Coming out on the field, by the way, how about Gunnar Stockton coming through that tunnel? Tech pinned against its own end zone to begin the game. And the big pass rush right there from Gabe Harris. A lot of folks thought it should have been a safety. Intentional grounding in the end zone, maybe 2 points for Georgia. That's not what happened. And then it's going to be the Georgia defense coming back again. Christian Miller, first man through, got his hands on Haynes King. King goes down. King's been good against almost everybody. Not as much of that against Georgia. But struggles for quarterback. Also, you have to be honest, there was some of that for Gunnar Stockton here too. Rare interception from him, but that set up Georgia Tech on a short field, but ultimately only results in a field goal. Then Georgia would come back. How about the day from Nate Frazier? More than 100 yards on the ground from him. Long run there. That would help get Georgia on the board for the first time, setting up one of 3 field goals for Peyton Woodring. It was 3-3 at that point. ZACAHARIAH Branch, terrific performance from him. Just an electrifying wide receiver. Give him the ball, he's going to make something happen. He did that there. And then, of course, getting Georgia at the doorstep of the goal line, that would create another opportunity for ZACAHARIAH Branch. And this one's going to be a move for the ages. How about the move there, putting a Georgia Tech player on the turf, breaking ankles, as they like to say. Georgia found the end zone. It was 10-3 at that point. Nate Frazier time once again. Frazier on the ground was so impressive. And, of course, this set up another Georgia field goal. You're talking about a 13-3 Georgia lead. That's what it would look like going into halftime. Second half, more of that Georgia defense. And another play that everybody's going to talk about, perhaps shades of Malachi Starks doing this against Oregon to begin the 2022 season. Ellis Robinson has his second straight game with an interception. This one was athletic, as you're going to see. Impressive there from Georgia. Then we told you C.J. Allen got a tackle for loss today, playing on a bum knee, coming off injury. Courageous to even be back out there. But C.J. Allen gave Georgia more than an emotional lift. Gave him a big performance too. Quintavius Johnson does the same thing. He wasn't being faked out at all on those play fakes and everything else that Haynes King's been famous for. No, he was all over it all day today. Peyton Woodring would also get his third field goal shortly after that. This one from 50 yards out. And Georgia's up 16-6. And, of course, Tech would have one more shot. And as Jeff Sintel did a good job describing for us a little earlier, Jaden Riddell, one of the guys that got in there to help block that. You see him even getting a little bit of a celebration right there. And then speaking of celebrations, Georgia gets to say, we run this state for an 8th straight year. What an incredible accomplishment. Georgia gets the win against Georgia Tech. 16-9 was the final.